Most people think getting older means slowing down, getting weaker, and losing the freedom they once had. But the truth is far more exciting. Your muscles, joints, and balance are still ready to improve, no matter when you start. The body may change across the decades, but it never stops responding to the right kind of training. A few movements performed consistently can restore strength, rebuild confidence, and make everyday tasks feel easier again. The key is choosing exercises that protect your joints, put power back into your legs and core, and support your posture so you can move well for decades to come. And that's exactly what we're about to do. Let's start with the first movement that sets the foundation for everything else you do in daily life. Exercise 1. Chair squat or bodyweight squat. The first movement to bring into your weekly routine is the squat, or, in its simplest form, the controlled act of sitting down and standing back up. It sounds basic, but for anyone, in their 40s, 50s, or beyond, it is one of the most valuable skills you can preserve. The ability to rise from a chair without bracing your hands, pushing off your knees, or asking for support is strongly tied to how confidently you move through the world. This single exercise trains three major muscle groups that time tends to chip away at: the quadriceps on the front of your thighs, the glutes that power your hips, and the small stabilizers around your knees and ankles that keep you steady. Start with a chair behind you. Plant your feet just wider than shoulder width, stand tall, and gently lower yourself under control until you lightly touch the seat. Pause for a second, then press through your heels to return to standing. If balance feels uncertain, keep your fingertips on the chair or use a countertop for support while your strength catches up. As you practice, you can reduce the assistance and eventually move away from the chair altogether. Go only as low as feels, comfortable and pain-free. With consistency, your depth will naturally improve as your hips loosen and your legs grow stronger. The hidden benefit of this movement is how it trains strength and coordination at the same time. Every repetition teaches your body to work as one unit: legs, hips, core, and posture cooperating the same way they must when you climb stairs, step off a curb, or pick something up from the ground. And perhaps the best part is how quickly squatting pays off in daily life. Standing becomes smoother. Walking feels more powerful. Knees often feel more supported. With each week of practice, you expand your ability to move confidently and independently. This is the foundation your body will build on for every exercise that comes next. Exercise 2. Hip hinge or dumbbell deadlift. Once your legs are learning to handle the sit-to-stand pattern, it's time to add the movement that protects your back more than almost anything else: the hip hinge. This is the motion most people struggle with without even realizing it. Anytime you bend to pick up a bag, lift a grandchild, or reach toward the floor, your body should hinge from the hips, not round through the spine. Practicing this movement teaches your glutes and hamstrings to take the load instead of your lower back, which is one of the simplest ways to reduce aches and prevent tweaks. Begin by standing tall with your feet under your hips and your knees slightly bent. Push your hips backward, as if you're closing a car door behind you with your backside. Your torso tilts forward, but your spine stays long and neutral. You only go as far as you can while maintaining that straight back. Then return to standing by squeezing your glute muscles. If that feels comfortable, you can hold light dumbbells or even two small household objects. What matters is the pattern, not the weight. Many adults notice immediate changes from practicing this one movement. The glutes and hamstrings start waking up again, muscles that tend to weaken the fastest through middle age due to sitting and lack of activation. By teaching these muscles to handle force, you take stress off your lower back during everyday tasks. Carrying groceries feels easier, yard work becomes less tiring, And bending over becomes something you do with control rather than fear of soreness. The hip hinge might look simple, but its payoff is massive. It's the engine behind strong walking, stair climbing, lifting, and even balance. And when paired with the squat, it completes the two most important motions your lower body needs to stay capable for decades. From here, the body is ready to start strengthening the upper back and shoulders, the muscles that keep you tall and moving comfortably. Exercise 3. Horizontal row with band or dumbbell. With your lower body learning to move smoothly, it's time to strengthen one of the most overlooked areas for anyone past 40, the upper back. A simple horizontal row, using a resistance band, a dumbbell, or even a water bottle, can do more to improve posture, shoulder comfort, and everyday strength than almost any machine in the gym. This movement trains the mid-back muscles that pull your shoulders back, stabilize your spine, and keep your neck relaxed. Start seated or standing with a band looped around something sturdy, or support your free hand on a bench or countertop if using a dumbbell. Let your working arm reach forward fully so your shoulder blade stretches gently away from your spine. Then, pull your elbow back toward your ribs, guiding the movement with your back instead of yanking with your arm. Think about squeezing the muscles between your shoulder blades as you finish the pull. Pause for a beat, then slowly return to the starting position. That slow return is where the muscles really learn to work. For adults who spend years sitting, working at a computer, or looking down at phones, the row can feel surprisingly powerful. It counteracts rounded shoulders, strengthens the rear delts and rhomboids, and improves shoulder mechanics that often become stiff over time. Many people notice relief from tension through the upper back simply by waking these muscles up and teaching them how to pull again. What makes this movement so valuable is how quickly it transfers into daily life. Pulling a heavy door, carrying a bag, or even keeping your chest tall while walking all become easier. And when your back gets stronger, your shoulders automatically glide into a healthier position that takes pressure off the front of the joint. This sets the stage for pushing movements to feel safer and smoother, which is exactly where we're headed next. Exercise 4. Push-up, wall, counter, or kneeling. After strengthening the muscles that pull, the next step is to balance your upper body with a controlled pushing movement. The push-up is a timeless exercise, not because it looks impressive, but because it trains so many muscles that matter in real life. The chest, shoulders, triceps, and even the core that keeps you stable. But the secret most people miss is that push-ups don't have to start on the floor. For anyone building strength later in life, the safest and smartest place to begin is standing against a wall or leaning on a countertop. Set your hands slightly wider than shoulder width. Brace your feet behind you and lower your chest toward the surface in front of you while keeping your body in a straight line from head to heels. Pause for a moment at the bottom, then press back to your starting position without shrugging your shoulders or straining your neck. If that feels comfortable and controlled for 10 to 12 slow repetitions, move the angle lower to a sturdy table, the arm of a sofa, then eventually your knees on the floor, and, when you're ready, full push-ups. This movement does more than build arm and chest strength. It reinforces the idea that your whole body works together, from your hands to your core, to your legs. Better pushing strength shows up everywhere, opening heavy doors, pushing shopping carts, getting up off the ground, and even improving posture when paired with the rowing work you've already started. One of the biggest benefits for adults beginning resistance training is how quickly push-ups build confidence. Progress feels clear. Each week you lower the angle or add a few more quality reps, and your body responds with newfound strength. Combined with the pull of the row, push-ups teach your shoulders to operate smoothly, spreading work evenly across the chest and back instead of letting one side dominate. And that balance is exactly what prepares your body for more dynamic movements still ahead. Exercise 5. Step up or split squat. Now that your body has practiced moving both legs together, it's time to challenge each side on its own. The step up, using a low bench, a sturdy stool, or even your stairs, is one of the most powerful joint-friendly exercises for adults in their 40s, 50s, and well beyond. Unlike the squat, where both legs share the load, a step-up forces each leg to work independently. This strengthens the muscles that keep you steady when walking, climbing stairs, or balancing on uneven ground. Start with a surface that feels comfortable, even if it's just the bottom stair. Place your entire foot firmly on the step. Lean slightly forward to engage your thigh and hip, and press through your heel to lift yourself up. Bring your trailing foot to meet the front foot, pause, and then lower yourself under control. If you feel unsure about balance, lightly hold a wall, chair back, or rail until your confidence grows. You can alternate legs every repetition, or stay on one side for a full set before switching. What makes this exercise so valuable is how deeply it trains the legs and hips without requiring heavy weights or fast movements. Your glutes learn to fire harder. Your quadriceps strengthen with every push. And your ankles and knees start to feel more supported as the surrounding muscles adapt. Over time, the step-up quietly teaches your brain and body how to stay centered over one foot, which is the foundation of fall prevention. You'll notice the benefits show up quickly outside your workout. Carrying groceries upstairs becomes smoother. Long walks feel easier on your knees. Stepping off a curb becomes something you do without thinking about your footing. And just like the previous movements, the step-up builds strength that translates directly into everyday life, preparing your legs, hips, and balance for more confident movement in everything you do. The next exercise shifts focus to something most programs ignore, but every adult needs: core stability that protects your back from twisting and sudden forces. Exercise 6. Anti-rotation, core, palaf press or standing side brace. With your lower body getting stronger and your upper body beginning to balance itself, the next piece of the puzzle is a core movement that protects your spine instead of straining it. Crunches and sit-ups often get all the attention, but for people building strength after 40, they're not always the smartest choice. What the body needs more is stability, the ability to resist unwanted twisting and rounding, the kind of control that keeps your back safe when real life demands a sudden reach, twist, or lift. The palaf press, or any simple standing brace against sideways pressure, delivers exactly that benefit. Loop a light resistance band around something secure at chest height. Stand sideways to the anchor point, hold the band with both hands at the middle of your chest, and gently walk out until you feel the band pulling you toward the anchor. Then, keeping your ribs stacked over your hips, press your hands forward without letting your torso turn. Pause for a beat, then bring your hands back in. Your goal is not to twist. It's to stay strong and centered as the band tries to move you. If you don't have a band, you can mimic the same idea by tightening your midsection while pressing your hands lightly together or holding a light household object in front of your chest. Think tall, steady, and controlled, rather than strained or tense. Your spine should feel supported, not stressed. The beauty of anti-rotation work is that it trains your deepest core muscles in the way they function every day. These are the muscles that help you keep your balance when stepping sideways, stabilize your trunk while carrying bags, and protect your back when you reach to place groceries on a shelf or load a suitcase into the car. Traditional AB exercises rarely teach this kind of stability. Over time, movements like the palaf press make your body feel organized, supported, and ready for whatever direction life pulls. Literally. And once your core learns to resist motion, you're perfectly set up for a deceptively simple full-body movement that ties strength, posture, and conditioning together in one step. Exercise 7. Farmer carry or load carry. Strength isn't just about how much you can lift once. It's about how well you can hold on to something and move with it. That's where the farmer carry comes in. A movement so simple it often gets overlooked, yet it may be one of the most powerful exercises for men and women in their 40s, 50s, and beyond. Walking while holding weight in your hands strengthens your grip, arms, shoulders, core, and legs all at the same time. Even more importantly, it teaches your body how to stay tall and stable under load, a skill that pays off every single day. To begin, pick up a pair of dumbbells, filled water jugs, or grocery bags. Anything with a bit of weight you can hold comfortably. Stand tall and tighten your midsection slightly, then take slow, deliberate steps forward. Keep your shoulders down and back rather than shrugging, and keep your eyes focused straight ahead, not at your feet. Walk for a set, distance, or a slow count, then rest before repeating. If holding weight in both hands feels too difficult, try carrying just one object at a time. This challenges the core even more by preventing your torso from leaning or twisting to one side. The benefits of this movement reach farther than almost any other single exercise. Grip strength alone has been shown to correlate strongly with long-term health and functional independence. It's one of the clearest indicators of whether your muscles are staying engaged as the decades pass. Meanwhile, carrying weight strengthens the stabilizers in your hips and ankles and encourages the upper back to stay engaged, improving posture naturally, without forcing it. Whether you're hauling groceries, moving a box, or helping a friend with a chore, your body relies on the same coordination this exercise teaches. And the more comfortable you become with holds and carries, the easier your day-to-day world feels. Once this movement feels steady, the final step in your routine brings everything together by restoring mobility, balance, and control, so you stay not just strong, but capable and confident wherever you go. Exercise 8. Balance and mobility work. Heel-to-toe walk or controlled hip, ankle flow. The last piece of this routine isn't about lifting weight. It's about staying steady on your feet and moving well in every direction. Strength matters, but balance and mobility are what allow you to use that strength safely and confidently. For adults in their 40s, 50s, and well into their 60s and beyond, this is the link that keeps joints comfortable, reduces stiffness, and dramatically lowers the risk of falls. A simple place to start is the heel-to-toe walk. Stand tall and place one foot directly in front of the other, as if you're walking along a tightrope. Keep your eyes forward, not down, and move slowly, controlling every step. Your ankles, hips, and core work together to keep your body aligned. If it feels wobbly, lightly touch a wall, counter, or the back of a chair for reassurance. Over time, as your control improves, you can progress to standing on one foot, alternating sides, or adding gentle reaches with your arms to challenge your balance further. To round out mobility, you can spend just a minute or two circling your ankles, lifting your knees toward your chest, or gently opening your hips while standing. These small motions help lubricate your joints, improve blood flow, and remind your body that every position it takes throughout the day should feel supported rather than stuck. The payoff happens quietly but consistently. You begin to notice that uneven ground doesn't throw you off balance. You turn, twist, and step confidently without thinking about each footfall. Stiff mornings become easier to shake off, and your body feels more responsive whenever you move from sitting to standing, or from indoors to outdoors. Balanced with the 7 strength movements before it, this final exercise completes a routine built for long-term health. Strength, stability, mobility, and confidence all trained at once. And when you combine these pieces consistently, You're setting yourself up not just to age well, but to live well. Most beginners over 40 can make great progress with 2 sets per exercise during the first 2 to 3 weeks. 3 sets per exercise once the movements feel smoother. That's it. For each set, move slowly and with control. Aim for 8 to 12 repetitions on strength movements. For carries and balance work, aim for 20 to 30 seconds per round. Do this routine 2 to 3 times per week, with at least 1 rest day between sessions so your muscles can rebuild. And as strength grows, add a few more reps, or move to a slightly harder variation. But always keep the focus on form, not speed or weight. Steady, consistent effort beats everything else at this stage. Keep showing up, keep moving, and I'll guide you every step of the way. Hit subscribe so you never miss the next routine designed for you.